Hi Virgo, so welcome to my channel. We're doing your reading today. This is your weekly reading, October 1 to 7. This reading, I finish your weekly, your monthly, your bi-weekly, and your 10-10 portal. So make sure you are on top of that, meaning just watch it. It's already uploaded for October. And then this reading is October 1 to 7. I'm doing tarot, love, relationship, of course, business, and money. But I put October 1 to 7 in different days so you can plot it, especially that Mercury is still, yeah, it's still in Virgo, Sun is in Virgo. So I put it in different days. What is good for love, good for money, kind of like navigated, okay, the week of October 1 to 7, okay? And we are celebrating, of course, a wonderful, wonderful holiday this October, which is a Diwali, a celebration of light. When light won over darkness. So this, not this, okay, not yet this. Personal reading with me is open right there if you need a one-on-one appointment with me, and at the same time, um, how to call this? It's like we have a special for you because I want to be able to reach out as much as I can energetically also to the people who needs light in a time of darkness. 2025 has been a struggle, and as I practice Jyotish, which is a science of light, I want to be able to enlighten you in some dark times. So there it is. You can check it out. Okay. Now, okay, let's begin. We're going to start first with the astrology. Okay, so we're gonna look at your chart first, and then we're going to proceed with, of course, your tarot. What I'm gonna do here for everyone is like we're going to start from October 1 to 7, okay, and I'm gonna move the chart, meaning the transit of the planets, and what is favorable, okay, on that specific day. Is it good for love? Is this, is it good for money? Like, what are the pros and cons of that day? So that way you can plan your week ahead. So that's October 1 to 7. Now, we're going to start here so I don't take much of your time because I'm not pretty sure you're busy. So I already have it in October 1. Okay, remember I do sidereal Vedic astrology. For October 1, majority of us are trying to understand, this is more of like focusing on what the work that needs to be done. We have a moon in Capricorn during the time. And a moon in Capricorn means like our mind, emotions, and feelings is in the 10th house. So everybody is probably just going through their day or just trying to get things done. That's one thing. With Moon going into in a house of career, which is the natural 10th house, then this is the best time for us to set our goals, make sure that we are on schedule as our like commitments, bookings, like there are certain goals that you have. This is the very perfect time for us to set during that day. Okay, so that's in October 1. October 1 also is a time for us to kind of probably less there should be less, we avoid friction as far as like relationship is concerned. Okay, there are some certain issues that we might discuss with our person if you are in a relationship or if you're dating, and that becomes an issue. So we would need to try to avoid. I remember October 1 is a Wednesday. I'm just checking the calendar. Yes, it is a Wednesday. And during the time, okay, Wednesday is ruled by, we have Moon. Monday, okay, is ruled by Moon. Tuesday, yes, ruled by Mars. Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. And Mercurial day on a Wednesday, it's good to communicate. However, we do have Mars in Libra. And that adds some spice in our relationship. So be very careful on what you speak, how you text, because Mercury also rules communication and, like cell phone, social media, all those gadgets, email. Just be careful. That's something that I would advise for people who are in a relationship or talking to someone. So just be careful in sending out those emails. Other transactions we are doing as far as like, because the sun is still in Virgo during this time, if we are setting goals for health, it's going to be very, very good for that particular day. Sun is 14 degrees during that time. Saturn is still retrograde, which only gives us time for us to kind of slow things down, while a buildup of pressure has been going in our time right now for the past since, I believe, July, because Saturn goes retrograde for 5 months. So it's going to go direct on coming November. Now let's move to your October 2nd here. Now for October 2nd, and that would fall into a Thursday. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, right? Jupiter, Guru, Brihaspati, the most benefic Graha. This is the planet of expansion and growth. So Thursday, if we set our intention for growth, this is going to be a good time for us. On Thursday, one thing that I want to advise everyone, since it's a Thursday, we have Jupiter in Gemini. It is a natural third house, and Jupiter here, in a way, it lacks that ability of support. So I would need you to, what I mean by that is like it's a Marakastana, we call it, and it's been there though. It's been there for this year. It's not just the first time. It's 28 degrees actually. So it's at its end, but not, because it's going to go retrograde. It's moving fast. It's moving fast right now. And what happens in the third house, though, it purifies our intention. So if you have a plan to create, to start something, a desire, this becomes a little bit more of a purist. So we need to be more pure with our intention, with our desire. So let's just say you want to have a good health. Okay, you want to have a good body. Then your desire is to, let's just say you fit it in the clothes. That's your desire. But you have to purify, meaning it's like, okay, well, if I'm doing this so that I have longevity, not just for the looks, the aesthetic. So it becomes a little bit critical on our desire because it always has to come with good intention. And this has been happening for the previous months ahead. But at 28 degrees now on October 2 and on the Thursday itself, Jupiter becomes such the highlight where what you want needs to be really, really clear and purify. Okay, so that's something that you need to kind of, in a way, have a clear, very, very clear understanding. On October 3, all right, so we focus on that, which is, of course, that's a Friday. And then on a Friday, of course, we look at Venus. Venus rules that day. And Venus is in Leo at this time with K2. So what does it mean? Venus in the house of Leo, which is the sun, because Venus and sun does not go well together.
One of my biggest regret is not knowing about Diwali. And I don't want to gatekeep from you guys. 4 years ago, I had no money. Now I have my dream home, my dream car, and the most amazing relationship. I created this talisman with the most strongest crystal for this Diwali that helped me manifest my dreams. Amber for fame, green aventurine for luck, red jade for soulmate, amethyst for protection, and citrine for wealth. It took me 4 years to turn my life around, but for you, it could be at your doorstep tomorrow. So visit my website, eatreadlove.me.
There has been some jealousy between the two of them. Sun hates Venus because she is bright. She is actually brighter than the sun. And in Leo, so becomes now uncomfortable for us with anything that is Leo, but it is ruled by Venus during that day. And Leo is a house of being regal, royal, of course, but it's a house of happiness. It's also a house where we create, okay, because you have third house, your idea. Fifth house is like we create something that makes us happy. And if it's about dating and romance, that's also the fifth house. So that's Leo. But with K2 there, this becomes a significant day for us to connect with soulful. Like when I say soulful, like with our soulmate. So if you have a special person, well, this is the perfect time for us to have that good understanding of like what is love between the two of you, and it's going to be very soulful. But just be careful, because if you already have Mars in the previous day in Libra and you guys are in the rocks right now, Friday makes it even more intense with K2 and Venus. So again, if you backtrack on October 1, right, and we are now in October 3, just be careful on that Friday, because if it has started already like friction on October 1, Friday, well, then do expect a certain hardship, and it might lead to separation. So just be careful on that one, relationship wise. Now let's move to October 4, which of course it falls on a Saturday. That Saturday, we have to look at Saturn. Saturn rules that day. And what does it mean when Saturn is in retrograde? It's all about taking a step back, and kind of like making sure that we don't skip any process. We don't do shortcuts. Saturday, normally people are out and about. Either Sunday is the cleaning of the home, and Saturday is out and about. So let's just say you're out having fun, you have some plans on that weekend on Saturday. Well, with Pisces right here, Saturn in Pisces, we kind of get restriction from it. So it's not about fun during that time. It's actually, if you are doing some cleaning on a Saturday, it is much favorable. If you go out, it will become an issue with friends or family. It's not like, oh, it's just going to be a terrible day. You won't have as much fun. So if there is something that you need to do on a Saturday, it's actually the loose ends. Things that you have been procrastinating. Maybe it's the garage, maybe it's your closet that needs fixing. Maybe it's, like doing all the things that you have been delaying and delaying and delaying. Saturn there is going to tell you now, well, this time around, we have to do it first. So it's all about prioritizing on this coming Saturday with Saturn in Pisces. And if it's any travel, it might also lead to a certain delay. Well, fast approaching, we are on October 5. And October 5, of course, that is a Sunday, and the Surya, which is a sun, rules that day. And sun is in Virgo during this time. Health regimen. Do your Surya Namaskar. Do your yoga, your meditation. Because remember, Sunday, which is Surya, this is the best time for us to connect with our Atma, okay, with our soul self. So Sunday, we reserve that day to have a deep connection with our soul being, because we are busy the whole week, and then this is a time for us to nurture that soul self. Okay, because we got a physical body, we got, and then the soul self on a Sunday. But on the sixth house, of course, this is a day to day, which means that there are things in your schedule that chances are, okay, will have, it's not a change, but the schedule will be more highlighted of like, okay, well, I gotta be on this, I gotta be on that. And what you want here is actually, it's perfection. You might be very critical with the things that you have to do on that particular, because this is the only day I can do it. I cannot do it the other day. So just be careful, because remember, Mars is still in Libra, and that creates conflict with your relationship. So Sunday is more of like going within, and we avoid the people out there. Just in case you guys are wondering, and be careful because there's a lot of confusion during that day. Moon and Rahu is together, and when Moon and Rahu is together, it creates confusion in Aquarius. So that specific day, kind of, play it safe. Let's try to avoid as much as interaction. So going on a good walk by yourself is much better than a group. Now we are approaching after that the first Monday of October, which is October 6th. Monday is ruled by the moon, and moon and Saturn is together in Pisces. While moon has no enemy, Saturn and Moon can create stress. So what it does is Saturn has a pressure. You know the rings around? Oh, it's not a pressure, but with Moon in it, in the house of Jupiter, it becomes a little bit complicated for our mind to function during that day. And yes, it is the start of the week. Monday, we would feel a lot of pressure. So just in case you are at work or you are at your business, if you have some quiet time in the middle of the day, or you can take a nice walk for just a good 15 to 20 minutes, it's going to be very, very good for the mind. Because remember, when you're walking, you're doing a walk, Saturn, we're doing a good remedy for Saturn over there. Okay, so Monday, just be careful. A lot of stress are coming in the start of the week, and especially we have the holidays coming in really, really fast. So there's kind of like a lot of pressure already in the planning in the future. So just be mindful of that. And the last, which is October 7, and that falls on a Tuesday, which is for Mangal. This is for Mars. Remember, Mars and Mercury now at this point is in Libra. So Mars and Mercury are enemies. They don't like each other because Mercury likes to think and Mars just wants to take action. And what it happens here is like you may do something in the relationship, in the connection. You want to do it now, not tomorrow. And your person would be like, no, let's have it some time. How about we think about it first? Let's process. Well, that's where the conflict is going to come through. So just be careful because Venus and Ketu together, it's still kind of like for a relationship, a do or die. So we can preserve this relationship by avoiding certain conversations about taking action. So it's actually take some time, do not force the situation. And that is your October 7th. Such a lovely, lovely prediction for everyone. So make sure you put in the comments down there what your plan is, okay, for that week. And now, as always, we're gonna start your tarot. Such a magical time, you see, Virgo. That's what I was saying. Okay. Hopefully you were able to, especially that Mars is in your second house, the speech, the relationship problem, I hope you didn't skip that part, okay? But we'll talk more about it. And this is what I was wearing there, that I was showing, is that this is the Diwali miracle, okay? So every time there is something like losing hope, which is very, very much, we've all been there, right? When you wear this, because it has all those gemstone that has helped me manifest a miracle in my life. And when you get this, okay, you get a free, also make sure you add it in the checkout, because you get your free zodiac kit, crystal kit right here. This is free. You just add it to your cart, and that's it. And then you get a free dia lamp. Also, it's an oil lamp. Later I'm going to teach you how to use it. It's a powerful remedy for money, but this is how to call this? This is site wide, okay? And as we continue the celebration, we have a 50% off on certain talismans because I want everybody to be able to manifest during the time of Diwali. Okay, because this is my mission to people. Okay, so you can help yourself down there. It's a whole collection. There are zodiac talismans there. You have Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Venus. Venus is still in your 12th house, okay, during the time that is uploaded. What I'm seeing here for you, for the Virgo, with the Eight of Wands, there's a sense of direction that you want in life. So a lot of people are gaining this perspective, okay, where you wake up and then you just receive that call to action, which is the Eight of Wands. This is a Sagittarian card. That's why there is an arrow right there. Okay. Now, if you look at it, eight is a number of Saturn. So this is probably related to your work that you've been cycling in and out. Okay, like, okay, I do this, I do that. So kind of robotic. But the Sag energy is about, I want to move forward in life. So when you look at your Virgo, right? Virgo, yeah, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, fourth house. So your home life is also one of your main concern. And what happens here is like either you want to relocate, you want to change your home, but there's a feeling of like I'm receiving energies and signs that I need to make something. Okay, like I want to do something. Okay, home wise. Then you have a Knight of Swords, which means for the Virgo, okay, and then you have the Empress card right here. This is showing that your energy is about like I want to elevate, okay. You want to progress. You want that success in your life. Like I want it to be in the now, and it's giving like it again. It's not a rush. It's a transformation for abundance. So from like this is a spark of hope that I'm feeling for you with the Empress card because this is Venus. Venus is in the 12th, and then Venus is gonna go to Virgo. Now, while Venus in Virgo is the debilitation of Venus, because Virgo is the day-to-day work, and Venus is basically the Empress. She doesn't love to. She doesn't work. Okay, she wants pleasure. So what happens here now? It's like you're gonna learn how to find love, okay, with the things that you do. And this is like the transformation that I'm picking up from your energy. A very healing, soulful transformation about like what makes you feel good in the things that you do every day. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very good. Okay. Which can attract that abundance for you. You have the Two of Swords. you have the Page of Wands, and then the Hangman. Now, there are certain delays that you're kind of like wondering right now, because Two of Swords with the Page of Wands, yeah, I tried to pursue, you did something, but then it caused delay. So there's that stagnation. Every time that there is a delay in one's life, okay, we will see it where Saturn is, and Saturn is in the 10th house in Pisces for you. I mentioned that, right? And then in the astrology part, I already also mentioned that Saturn and Moon are together, and that causes stress. So the delay could be, and the hardship is in your career, okay? Sorry, in your seventh house, so meaning business and partnership, because seventh house for you is Pisces. Okay, I'm thinking that you're a Gemini, your sister sign. So Pisces is your seventh house. Okay, so delays in business there. Okay, people that you're dealing with, and it's aspecting you, and then the sun is there, so you kind of have in conflict of like, I want to do things, but it's stagnant. All these people, I'm waiting, because the Hangman is here. So understand, like everybody around you is not operating the way that you are. So it's like you are going against the grain as far as like Saturn is in the seventh house. Saturn is the Karaka for the seventh, meaning you want this relationship, you want these people around you, but then every time you want to take action, okay, the people around you is not really putting the same effort as you are. So you find yourself here, okay, with the Hangman. Okay, so let's see. 1 second, guys. Okay. Love will return. Ace of Cups. You see? I'm seeing here right now that this relationship that you're manifesting or trying to bring, okay? So, because it's about partnership. When Venus steps in, Venus and Saturn are friends. Venus and Saturn, okay, are friends. They're best friends. So, if there's anything about relationship that you are having issues, that you are trying to build, this is that time. Okay? When you have that Ace of Cups and then you have that Empress card, I want you to understand that you're going to receive that love. You're going to receive what you're trying to create. Now, you may feel like, Sal, it's a miracle. Okay? You may feel like that's a miracle. Now, with the Ace of Cups here, okay, remember I told you on that night, Goddess Lakshmi so she comes out at night and she visits the cleanest home on the 21st, the darkest new moon. Okay, so light this lamp. It is free, remember. And then, of course, make sure you have your Goddess Lakshmi yantra. This. I'll tag it there on the northeast side of your home. That night also is the marriage of Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu. So there is that soulful union. So it's not just material that is going to come and visit us. It's also that spiritual, that energy. So I want you to understand that there is love, there is that connection that the Virgos will be receiving. And I feel like this is more when Venus, you see, partnership, everything is going to be fine, everything is going to be settled. See? Justice, Libra, this is natural seventh house. This is your second house, actually. So partnership will, but if I were to push this, meaning move the planet, it gets better gradually, and then it takes a full turn, Ace of Cups and Empress, around November. Okay? So, oh, and then don't forget where the Diwali charm. It's down there. This is free shipping in the US. We ship to more than 90 countries across the globe. Sa Pilipinas, andyan po yung Shopee sa baba. Okay? Now, when you receive this message, Ace of Cups, because it has been delayed, this partnership, okay? It has been such a challenge, okay? So, I need you to understand, Virgo, that this is something that is coming towards you, and I'm just going to be waiting here. You know, I'm here to assist you, manifest for you, help you in a different, in all the mystic ways that I know. So, I look forward to assisting you.